back to the squad, and we're here again, reacting to Haminations!
More Haminations!
Who's got the first one they want to watch? Anybody got some choices? Oh, okay. All right.
My art journey.
My art journey. Okay.
I might tell you guys some of my experiences from my art journey. I remember sitting in class in 6th grade and noticing Paul drawing little cartoon characters, and all I could think was,
Paul.
whoa, that kid is cool. Immediately, I began imitating the drawings he was making. They were crappy and unoriginal, but I was instantly in love.
My art. Yeah.
I went home, got on YouTube, and
yeah,
looked
that's
up how
how
to
my
draw
drawings
videos and just
look.
followed a ton of tutorials. I realized I wasn't a good artist, and my drawings were sloppy and copied.
Mario and Long.
I was just using copying as a way to learn. How did Leonardo da Vinci learn how to paint people? He looked at people and copied them down. It's okay to use reference and copy things to learn. It's just like training.
6 feet, my dude.
Even in this early stage, I was trying to put my own artistic flair on my drawings. For example, instead of exactly copying the tutorials, I would change up the hair or the facial expression. And from one of those videos, I learned how to draw the classic cartoon cat mouth. I looked at the drawings I had been making and decided to combine them in a unique
Is this
way.
the origin story of that ball thing?
Oh, this is like Pokemon fusion.
Whale, cat, human.
It's the origin story!
What should I do?
The
The next day at school, I showed the ham to all my friends, and they loved it. We started drawing comics together, where one person would draw one panel, and then pass the paper, and the next person would draw the next panel. Unfortunately, those comics are all long gone. I do remember what one of them was like. Oh look, a ham! I should take him to the ham store. Hello,
Oh,
I
what
found
the
this
hell?
dog.
Take him there.
Does he belong here?
Oh, yes,
What
he
the-
ran off Aria because he was scared.
It's an adult
He
ham.
kept bringing him back.
What was he scared of?
Aw.
My boss.
Oh.
Here, give him a ham candy to have. I have.
Okay.
Oh,
boss
it's
is
not a pot.
evil.
I thought
He
that
has
was a
to
cleaver.
run before he gets us. Okay.
Oh!
Wait, is that the boss?
Pick
Oh
me
my-
up and press my belly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh!
Hooray, we won.
We're gonna be friends forever.
Yay!
That was basically the beginning of my art
Yay.
journey. But being an art kid, you start to notice patterns in people's behaviors.
Booty.
For example,
That's
whenever
Twitter.
people would see my sketchbook, they would almost always say, "Hey, that's a pretty good drawing. I can't even draw a stick figure." If
That's
you're one of
Jack.
those people
Oh
who
my
supposedly
gosh, I
can't
hear
draw
it
a
all
stick
the
figure,
time.
please follow this
Yeah,
helpful tutorial.
shut
Bing,
up!
bang, boom. There you go. Asking to see my sketchbook is all fine and good, but the people who didn't ask and would just hover over
Ham
me
has
as I
one
drew
eye.
always threw me off.
Oh, I hated
I would just
this.
sit there feeling really awkward and pretending not to see them as they slowly stared into my soul. And then, with a little more
Stop
drawing
it!
under my belt, I decided to
No.
take it to the next level. Because
Oh,
one day when
it's
I
like
came
someone watching
home,
you
I
text.
discovered an old drawing tablet in the computer room of my house. And I decided to set it up, and using a crappy default animation software, I created my first digital animation.
Oh, yeah,
Jeez,
get it, homie,
this
get
guy
it.
can't even draw a stick figure. Hey, you... You know, you've got a point. And then one day, my friend recommended a YouTuber to me.
Ah.
He was an animator, and I mean,
I
he was only
feel
slightly
okay now,
better
Mr.
than me
Bryce.
and only a little bit more popular. I mean, whatever. Pfft. This animator has a pretty small channel. You've probably never heard of him. But anyways, he used to do something called storytime animation, where you would make little animations that would play over stories. And I was instantly in love with the genre, and I knew that I wanted to do that too. My art was still pretty bad, but I knew that this was the next step. Because even though my art was bad, I was gonna try anyway.
Level
You gotta start
5.
somewhere, kids. I watched a tutorial on YouTube,
I want to start at the
created a
top.
character to animate, recorded
still
a
on, like,
funny
level
story,
1.
and I created a YouTube channel. And you all know where that led.
YouTube
Hello,
reach
Internet.
Chanel.
Anyways, before I end the video, let me just clarify something. I said earlier that stick figure animation was my first digital animation, but there are other types of animation than digital. For example, stop
The
motion.
books.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me show you what I'm counting as my true first animation.
Get
I
the
did it with
popcorn.
my friend Cole. Just so you know, this is a different Cole than the Cole that told a story in my friend stories video. Where I lived, there were actually 3 kids named Cole. There was best friend Cole,
That's really
friend
confusing.
Cole,
It's
and
like
acquaintance.
Pokemon starters.
This animation was
Which Cole is your type?
Da.
I'm choosing the one on the
Yeah.
left.
I want the
With
water
friend
type
Cole.
Cole so he cries at my birthday party.
The Great Rock Adventure. I hate
Okay.
rock. It's boring.
Rock on the right, Bob.
Yeah,
rock
me
on
Why,
the
too.
Jack?
You know what?
Whoa.
What? I'm so tired of this. Wow, you have to
Whoa!
try
You
this.
can just do that?
What? We should go explore the world. Okay, let's go. Mission: get to the airport. 3, 2, 1, go!
Wow!
Whoa.
Go, go, go! You have to hurry.
Okay.
Your
Other
girlfriend's
way.
leaving on the
Oh,
airplane
they're going the wrong way. The
soon.
airport's that way, though.
They just get it on?
No
Where'd they
security.
get the money?
All right. That was easy.
Why? That's a terrible design for the airplane to be the
Can't
same
believe
color
we
as
just
the
did
sky.
that. Wait a second. How do I fly this thing?
You're
How
flying?
did they get IDs? Weren't they rocks?
Now they realize that there is a. Okay.
Dang, they don't even know how to drive.
Oh,
Well-
they crash landed on an island.
Oh no, there's a fire.
Ah! What is this?
Well, that's kind of what happens
it
when an airplane
looks like
catches
a
on, or,
secret
like,
door.
crashes.
Let's go in.
This is some pretty smart rocks.
Alright.
Is that a boat? I saw some trees outside. I'm sure we can fix it up in no time. Mission: repair the boat and get off the island. 3, 2, 1.
That's an old man doing the countdown.
Fix the boat, guys.
Oh my God!
Tomorrow,
Okay.
let's go home. I agree.
Home to what? You were rocks.
Yeah, you guys were just rocks on the road.
Yeah, just stay on
Next
the island.
day.
We gotta get back to their sidewalk.
Avoid the waves and get home.
What? Wait, here's the countdown for this one.
Oh!
Oh no!
Avoid the big waves.
The big wave. Oh no!
Whoa!
You can just squeeze between waves.
Oh, Jack!
Oh, we got it back. It's okay.
You know, I kind of like being rock. Being human is too dangerous.
Yeah, me
too.
Oh,
Okay.
happy ending.
What is that written there?
It's
S.
sidewalk. Sidewalk.
Oh my God, it is sidewalk.
It's sidewalk. Side to walk.
It's very moldy sidewalk.
That was still probably better than the first video I ever posted to this channel. What
Oh,
if I
sure
use
about
that
that.
guy as my avatar? Hello, internet!
No,
Don't forget
Since he just mentioned it, we're gonna go ahead and watch his first video that he ever posted on here. Octopus attacks.
Okay.
So I thought I could kick off the channel by telling the first funny story. When I was 8 or 9 or 10 or 11,
Pick a year.
however old I was, my mom decided to help one of her friends by babysitting her like 39 children at our house. And to make
That's-
it worse, one of
whoa,
the kids
okay,
had a
that's
huge crush on me. She would
a
follow me
litter.
around and stuff, and
Wait,
I
what
did
did
not
that
like
say?
her back.
Notice me, senpai.
Oh God.
She would follow me around and stuff, and I
Yeah.
did not like her back. I tried to get away from her by going downstairs, but when I got down there, I saw all of the children were down there, and they were trashing our freaking basement. One of them was literally taking board games off the shelf,
Monopoly.
one by one, and dumping them out! And that was only one of them. Goodness knows what the others were doing. I couldn't even handle it. I just went upstairs and told
Why
my
didn't you
mom.
just put all
And
the
my
children
mom
in
was
the
all like,
basement?
Okay, everyone, we're going to the pool right now. She was probably just trying to reflect their destructiveness off our house and onto the neighborhood pool. It probably sucked for the people that were there, just like, having a nice time at the pool. When suddenly,
That was-
Suddenly,
smashes into the pool.
It was like a whole
Anyways,
tsunami of
when we
children.
got there,
Ugh.
I was just sitting in the shallow end trying to recover from what just happened at the house when I turned and saw
Oh no!
Senpai.
she was staring into my soul.
Just love
Then
her
Miss Squirrel
back.
says two
No.
words I will never forget.
You have no idea what it's like to be this
Octopus attack.
person.
What?
Octopus
No,
attack?
really. Octopus attack! And then she started approaching. I tried to escape,
Oh.
but she full-on Spider-Man jumped out of the pool and latched onto me.
Oh!
Oh.
legit thought I was gonna die. Somehow I escaped. I'm not sure how.
I would have punched her in the face.
So you think my troubles are over with this girl yet? Nope, wrong. So as me and my mom were walking out, this girl comes up to my mom and says, "Hey, can you arrange a hangout between me and him?" I gave my mom that look.
No, don't do it, Mom. Be a homie.
Message. Oh, maybe some other time. We'll see. And that is the story of how my mother saved my life.
Oh, Mom came in clutch
Okay,
there.
thank you so much for watching. Welcome to the channel and hit that
Mama's
subscribe
base.
button. Just flip and hit it.
I guess, don't octopus attack anybody in the pool.
I only drowned about 3 people. It's not a big deal.
Charlie, what is wrong with you?
Octopus attack.
This is why I don't swim with her.
There's a second one, too. Octopus Attack Part 2. Crazy Stalker.
It all started when my family went to a public indoor pool. I was holding my 2-year-old nephew Hank and playing with him in the pool.
Oh, I love
Then
Hank.
a girl
He's
came up to me and
adorable.
asked, "Are you single?" Yes? Who's asking? What? Why? How old are you? My friend really likes you. We're both 12. Okay, this is horribly awkward. I'm 17.
Hold the child.
I don't believe that.
Oh.
Ew.
You're not the only one. She left to talk to the girl that supposedly
We
liked
know.
me, which,
We
by
know.
the way, how do you know that you like me? You've never even met me.
For real.
Also, after this
Love
whole
at first
experience, my sister said,
based off
when they
looks.
asked if you were single, you should have just said, "No, I'm not single. This is my son."
Yeah.
Which I have to say, I regret not doing. So after she left, I thought the interaction was over. But the girl who supposedly liked me came up to me and said, "Hi, I'm 16. Do you want to hang out?"
No, you're
Huh,
not.
You are
interesting.
not
I seem to
16.
remember that other girl saying that you were 12. Also, who introduces themselves by
they both
saying,
lied?
"Hi, I'm 16. Hi, 16. I'm Bryson."
He's my son.
Sorry, no, I can't hang out. I'm busy. Do you have any social medias? And to that, I did what any reasonable person should do when being stalked by a 12-year-old. I lied to her. Nope, sorry, I don't have any social media. At Haminations on Twitter, link in the description. Okay. I decided to go on the slide, and wouldn't you know it, those 2 girls were suddenly interested in the slide too. I decided to do some experimentation. I went to the lazy river. They were in the lazy river.
yeah.
I was in the children's playground helping Hank
a
have fun.
magnet.
They were suddenly in the children's area too. I went on the slide. They were on the slide.
Creepy.
Also, apparently the 2 girls asked my entire family if I was really 17.
Good, I can die.
My sister Brittany said, "Yes, he's 17. It would be pretty illegal for him to date you." They just laughed awkwardly. The girls approached my mom in the locker room and said, "Are you Bryson's mom? Because I really like him." And, my mom said, "You can talk to him about that." The girl, knowing that I already said I wasn't interested, pushed harder. "Does he have a cell phone? You can talk to him about that. Can you give me his number? You can talk to him about that.
Thanks, Mom.
Does he have any social media?
Being
Where
a
do you
real
live? Can we
homie.
hang out? You can talk to him about that."
I'm not gonna sell my son to
This
you.
girl tried to get my mom to force me to, quote, hang out with her and let alone get all our personal information. Luckily, my mom was awesome and saved my life again from a crazy girl. So yeah, don't stalk
Hooray for
people.
Mom.
Especially at a pool. I don't know why it seems creepier when it's at a pool.
I'm gonna talk about the
Dang.
strange things my imagination has made up, and it's gonna be weird. Imagination is for dorks! To keep with tradition, we'll start by talking about this channel's mascot, this little guy.
Oh, we love him.
Hams are little cutie pies that make friends with everyone. They can roll around and just kind of do whatever they want. Most hams are kind of small, but I imagine some of them to be huge.
Damn, boy,
They like to bounce around, and they can be really
That's a
stretchy.
Sora ham.
Also, they can be really fast and roll around like Sonic. Hams are one of the many creatures me and my friends made up together. Some of my other favorite creatures include Scrumbos, Grompers, the Pithecus and its evolutions, Klishkins, and the Gremlins. Hocus pocus, you've lost your focus. Wouldn't it be really cool to see how the dinosaurs and humans coexist? What if the dinosaurs got domesticated? There could be pet dinosaurs, and they could help us build society.
that
Imagine
would be
having a
cool.
big pet T-Rex that acted like a dog. And if they were like dogs, there could be different breeds of the dinosaurs with different coloration.
Aw.
But I mean, the size of the dinosaur, the size of the poop is gonna get bigger. Would you really want to clean up after a T-Rex?
I'm just gonna say that's not my dinosaur's poop.
You're the only T-Rex in the neighborhood,
Could you imagine trying to take it for a walk and it poops on the sidewalk?
And instead of driving to your friend's house, you could just ride your pterodactyl there. I mean, I really hope the dinosaurs would be nice, but we have an entire movie franchise about how that's not the case.
Oh, well.
What if ocean life could fly instead of swim? Can you imagine if there were just big whales floating around and there would be little fish chilling out in the trees and you could fly around on dolphins? That would be really scary if there was a great white shark that wandered into a neighborhood.
Yeah, exactly.
Me and my friends used to always make comics about the ham together, but we have a lot of other characters. One of my personal favorites were the wizards. Sometimes the wizards would be good guys that would help our heroes, while other times they were evil and would turn people's heads into onions. You never know.
There's only two kinds of wizards out there, Harry Potter.
Oh, that dude's got layers.
My favorite part would be when the ham would defeat the wizards and would use their hats to become a wizard ham.
Hey.
You can't capture a ham. The only way to have a ham stay with you is to befriend it. Even if a bad guy put a ham in a steel box, the ham would just... Also, a ham is the best judge of character. That's why the best heroes in the land are often accompanied by hams. But if you have a ham and start doing bad stuff, the ham is gonna leave you until you start being good again. And that's why almost no YouTubers have a ham, because all YouTubers are terrible people.
That's a lot
Except
of people
me.
to call ham.
My ham never leaves me because I'm so much better than all of you, and I'm the best person to have ever existed on the earth. Kneel before me! Wait, no, come back, I'm sorry. When I was younger, I would imagine these tiny toy airplanes that I could sit in and fly around in. Can you imagine how fun it would be to float around in your own personal little airplane? You could rig it up with Nerf guns and have a dogfight in the skies. I also used to imagine peacefully floating around in little hot air balloons to explore the skies. I would imagine me and my friends visiting the floating gardens that all the creatures hang out at. But again, floating around in hot air balloons would be really dangerous if sharks could fly. But sharks are scared of killer whales, so maybe you could make the hot air balloon look like an orca to keep the sharks away.
Oh, that's a nice balloon.
Also, did you know that dolphins can beat up sharks? I swam with a dolphin once.
Yeah.
Okay, but dolphins are actually
very
really
smart,
scary.
and because of this, they know where to hit the shark to deal maximum damage. They punch the sharks in the gills with their noses. We can see all these smarty, wrinkly bits throughout the brain. This allows the dolphin to have big brain thoughts, like punching the sharks in the gills. However, if we take a look at my brain, we can see that there aren't any smarty wrinkles. It's totally smooth. Since there aren't any big brain thoughts happening in my brain, it leaves space open for other thoughts to happen, such as, what if sharks could fly? I've made a chart that explains the 3 different types of brains. At the bottom, we've got smooth brain. No smarty wrinkles means that no big brain thoughts can happen. However, smooth brains have a lot of imagination. This is the kind of brain I have. In the middle, we've got a caveman brain. This brain has wrinkles, but it's kind of small. This brain has 50% intelligence and 50% imagination. Ooga booga, pee-pee doodoo caca. At the top, we've got big brain. It has wrinkles like the caveman brain, but it's much bigger, meaning a lot of big brain thoughts happen in this brain. However, big brains have no imagination. They just do math and go beep boop, I'm smart, science, haha, big brain time. However, there is a brain of myth above all the rest, known as huge brain. These brains have 100% intelligence and 100% imagination. That's like 200%.
Changing my answer. That's me.
People who have this brain have the biggest big brain thoughts of all time. And they also have imagination. They're basically just like you and me, except they are better than you and me in absolutely every way. If there are any huge brains watching, I am scared of you, I don't trust you, stay away. The moral of the story is, hams are adorable, sharks shouldn't fly. That's like a tongue twister. Sharks shouldn't fly.
Alright, who's gonna try it?
Sharks shouldn't fly.
Sharks shouldn't fly. Sharks shouldn't fly.
One at a time! Never mind, the moment's passed.
Also, I love you and subscribe. Goodbye.
I love you too, Bryson.
I love you.
I subscribe. Why'd you turn down?
If we cook the onion Bryson's head, it'll be a bloomin' Bryson.
Well, that sounds delightful.
Alright, it's my turn to pick. My turn to pick. Keep rolling. On the left. Got one. Pink.
8? Okay, alright.
Someone else gotta pick anyway. Woo!
Oh, Bison! Skyrim.
Hi, I'm Bryson, and today I'm going to talk about the times I got hurt and then my entire nervous system went. Luckily, I've never broken a bone, though. Wow, Bryson, you've never broken a bone? Your pain is irrelevant, you stupid idiot.
Okay, wow, yeah.
Give the Chief.
Wow! Yeah, the Chief!
Although I've never broken a bone, I've still experienced a wide range of physical pain. For example, one time I was holding a big PVC pipe and I threw it on the ground and it ricocheted back and hit my funny bone at Mocktown. It felt like an electrical fire on my arm. I hereby vote for the removal of funny bones from the human body because all it causes is pain. Why not remove all bones? Can't break what isn't there. Another time, I fell down face first while snowboarding and I scorpioned so hard that the bottom of my snowboard hit the back of my head. See that? Your back isn't supposed to do that. That causes a lot of ouchy feelings.
Oh my god.
Now let's move on to the big ones. The ones where life went, this kid has had it too good for too long. Time to remind him who's in charge. Okay, number one.
Whoa.
I was sitting on top of my bunk bed zoning out when my mom called me. I decided that to save time, I would forego using the ladder and just jump off the top bunk. Little did I know the fan was going at top speed. It was so fast that I didn't even see it.
Bryson,
So I
don't do
jumped
it.
and
And that's why I can't stand up straight.
it happened so
and worse.
fast that I didn't even feel it at first. But I reached up to check the damage and then I saw the blood.
Oh, that's so scary
Mom! I'm losing blood at an alarming rate and would be most grateful if you, my caregiver and guardian, would transport me to the hospital to help heal the wound so that I can continue this mortal journey rather than ending it prematurely due to loss of blood. Nah, I'm kidding. What I actually said was... This other time, me and my brothers were bonding with Dad. How? Dad would pull down the basketball hoop, let one of us grab on, and then he'd let go and it would slingshot us into the air. Obviously.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Anyway, I could see my brothers doing it, and I wanted to turn. 3, 2, 1... My head slammed into the basketball rim, and that's naturally where my memory stops. My parents say that it scalped me a little bit, and that I have a little bald spot. However, I have so much hair that neither I nor my parents have ever been able to find this so-called bald spot. I guess it's not there after all. This other time, I was really young and my older brother was in an argument with Mom. Now, being in my family, you learn to tune things out because yelling and screaming and fighting is all commonplace. Don't worry, we make up afterwards. But anyways.
That was a dirty butt.
Don't worry,
like my
we
butt.
make up afterwards.
Can you please wipe your butt properly?
But anyway,
Ew.
as Mom and Brody were arguing, I was all like, wow, this door hinge looks pretty cool. I should put my fingers in there.
No.
Just then, the argument came to a climax, and Brody slammed the door shut as hard as he could. Onto my fingers. My fingers bent every which way. They looked like rubber. We went to the doctor, and surprisingly, nothing was broken. When you're really young, your bones are still soft and springy, and that's why they didn't break.
Yeah.
Also, that's why some babies need to wear helmets, because otherwise, you might accidentally sculpt their soft head into a cone, like this.
Okay, but this is like a big question. Like, I have to
Okay,
ask this,
last
guys.
story.
Why does a baby have a giant self-destruct button built into it? Like, why don't you keep it in the oven long enough that doesn't exist? That seems really impractical.
Because I'm not trying to eat the baby.
Well,
It needs to cook a little longer so the spot isn't soft.
Maybe babies are like souffles, and when they come out, you have to be quiet and so it doesn't deflate.
So you're saying the stupid babies are because the doctor was too loud? Is that what you're saying, Charlie?
You're
Wow.
a stupid baby, Charlie.
You're the stupid baby, Sarah. Clean your butt.
Play the video.
We had a punching bag hanging under one of the loft beds, and we would take turns tackling it. It was my turn, and the
that's not a
punching
good
bag was
idea.
swinging.
Nope.
But I was too young to understand how momentum worked. So I dove for it, it swung out of the way, and my face slammed into the wall. I was taken to the hospital, and as my mom tells me, the doctors had to clean the wound, but I wouldn't let them for some reason. So they put me in a straitjacket, and I screamed,
What?
"Stop touching me! Stop touching me! Do you speak English? Stop touching me!" And then they hit me with that good sleep juice.
I'm tired.
Anyway, I got stitches, and now I have a cool scar across my eyebrow. Thank you for taking a trip down memory lane with me. Down memory pain with me. It all hurt a lot.
Wow.
Bryson, I've never been injured before. Well, we can fix that. How?
Oh, and yep.
Bryson's family must have the best medical insurance ever.
I was gonna ask, how many times have their kids been to the hospital?
They were there so much that they each have a wing after them. So.
Right.
That's true.
Well, that's all we got time for today. Don't forget to check out Haminations channel and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Like, comment, tell us what your favorite video was. Let us know what you